Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to solve the next problem in the series, array reduce transformation. So basically reduce method implementation. So we have given an integer array, a reducer function and initial value. Okay, so these are the input parameters. So we have to return the final result obtained by executing the function on each element of the array. So we have to execute this function on each element of the array and sequentially passing in the return value from the calculation on preceding element. Return value from the calculation of the previous element. So what does it mean? So we can make use of these examples. So return value from calculation on previous element means, let's say this is the initial iteration. Initially we have to make use of the init variable. The return value from this calculation is stored in this variable, right? Now sequentially for the next iteration we have to make use of the return value from the calculation, which means this value we are using for the next function call. So now this return value from the calculation is stored in this variable and this again has to be used for next iteration. Basically we are accumulating the value on each iteration and reducing the array of integers into a single value. So ultimately the value of val is to be returned. If the length of the array is 0, which means if you have an empty array, so you should return the init variable. Now we should not use any built-in reduce methods. Okay, so let's try to implement the problem now. So first of all, I will create a variable for storing array length. So we have nums variable, right? So we can access the length property. I will have an if condition check. If array length is 0, which means if it is empty array, so I should return the init variable. So this line is stating that if the length is array, we should return init. So let us try to implement this functionality. So I would like to create a variable called val. So let's use for loop. Let's initialize I value to 0 and I less than array length. So we can make use of the array length variable and then increment the value. We have to consider, like, if the iteration is a initial one, for the function call you have to use the init variable. So we can have a if check here. So if I 0, then value has to be from the function. So you have to use this init followed by array element on that particular iteration. Else case, next time onwards, like you can see we are using value, right, from the previous operation. So I will simply make use of this. And here you can simply pass val here. So now once the loop has completed, then you can simply return value. So this will be reduced value from array of numbers. Okay, so let us run the code. Sorry, so this should be nums. Okay, so this can even optimized a little bit better. You can observe, so we are using if else, right? We can make use of ternary operator. So if I is 0, then we want to perform this operation. Otherwise, this one. So we can simply remove this. Now again I'm going to run. Alright, so the code is accepted. That's all about the video. Let me know if you have any questions or feedback in the comment section. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video.